Oh, to me, there is nothing better than a delicious homemade scrumptious soup. And this potato soup I'm going to make really warms the heart and, of course, the tummy. And if you love cooking with crock pots like I do, it makes it even better. Simple, simple, simple. Now, here's what you're going to need to stir up this potato soup. Of course, we need some good potatoes. Six small to medium potatoes peeled and cut into bite-sized pieces. You're going to need 1 onion chopped and sliced and diced. 1 16-ounce bag of small ready-to-eat carrots. We're going to use about a 3/4 of that bag. And I go ahead, you can get the carrots, fresh from the produce and cut them up, but I like to go with the kind that are already ready for me so I can dump in. Also, 1 cup of ham diced, and also we're going to have some celery there. We're going to have some butter, and also you want to have some bacon. I'm a farm girl from Wyoming, and I like my bacon and my ham. So 2 slices uncooked bacon diced, 1 tablespoon of parsley flakes, some salt, as we saw, some butter, also 4 small chicken bouillon cubes. Now you can use the smaller ones. Here that you see right there, I use the 2 large ones. So depending on the size that you can find, go ahead and use that. We're going to have 5 cups of water I already have poured here in my crock pot. And then finally, you're going to need 1 12-ounce can of evaporated milk. I love cooking with that evaporated milk. There's something magical about it. And now, talk about meals in a rush. All we're going to do, watch how simple this is. All the ingredients that I just went through, we're going to dump them into this. Don't you love that? So go ahead and pour in. I have the 5 cups of water, as I said, in here. The potatoes, get those in there. Then we're going to go for the onion. Now, onion depends on how much you like onion, of course. And this is a half of a larger one, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of use the rest of that and slice it up and put that in. If you don't like onion, you don't have to put it in. I like onion, of course, because onion does add a wonderful taste to soups and anything that you're going to cook. And I gauge about how much I think looks good, how much I want. So I think that is going to be okay. Looks good. Stir that around. Now, as I said, we're going to take the carrots straight from the bag, the full-size bag here, and I'm going to use about 3/4 cup of this bag. Now, if you want to put the whole bag in, go for it. There we go, just like that. Save the rest, put that to the side. Then we're going to take our chopped celery, and today I'm using 1 stalk of celery. You can put in 2 stalks, 3 stalks, or no celery at all. That's a tongue twister. Put that in there, and then we're going to go for our ham and also for our yummy bacon. And the flavor that this adds to the soup is marvelous. Go ahead and put that in, and we're going to add our parsley, and we're going to add the cubes, the bouillon cubes, the chicken bouillon cubes. We're going to add a little bit of salt. Now, the bouillon cubes, of course, they have a lot of salt, so if you don't want to add any extra, that's okay, of course, too, with that. And then finally, we have to add a little bit more here. We're going to put in that butter. Give it a good stir around in the crock pot so everything is mixed nicely together. Then what you're going to do is you're going to cook this on high for 6 hours, and then you're going to cook on low for 10 hours. So if you want to put this together the night before, just in this type of pot, you can set that in your refrigerator. Before you go to work, plug it in, put on low, because that takes about 10 hours. Let that cook all day. Of course, you want to cover it with the top. Now, once it's done cooking, after the amount of time, whether it is on high for 6 hours or low for 10 hours, once that is done, the last hour, this is when you're going to stir in your evaporated milk, the last hour of cooking. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that in. Now, because we're going to pretend this is already cooked on high for 6 hours. There you go. You're going to want to give it another stir, put the lid back on, and then cook for that last hour. And there you go. You're going to have fresh homemade potato soup, and there's nothing better for the family to sit around, have a nice bowl of soup, and this makes wonderful, wonderful, wonderful leftovers. I make this for myself, and it can last me the whole week. Or if I'm tired of it, I'll freeze it and then save it for later. And here we go. The soup is finished and it is done, and my tummy is growling. So I'm going to serve myself up a nice serving here. Put that in. I like to serve in a nice big soup bowl, of course. And I really hope that you check this recipe out and enjoy. Cheers to you. Meals in a Rush Way.